So today we're talking about the Heska Element I machine that we have here in the clinic. And now this one is like the other blood machines in the sense of we use these tubes when we draw out the blood. This machine only uses the 1.5 mil tube size. So you have to make sure you're grabbing the right size tube or it won't work. Now, in regards to this machine, this is the machine. It doesn't run your chemistries, but it'll run your cortisol, your bile acids, your T4, TSH, that kind of stuff is going to get run from this machine. So how it kind of works is on here you have your reference. So you can change from dog to cat to horse by clicking there. If you hit ID, it'll let you type in your patient ID. You hit enter, and that's how you're able to get that to connect with the patient. There's also a work list option. So if your system is set up and you need to find your work list, it's here. Now there's a couple of different alternatives to this. Some of the tests need a dilution and some of them don't. So for something like your thyroid test, you do not need a dilution. So how you would run that is you would put in, your reference to the right patient. You would put your ID in, then you would open it up. You would stick a tip in here. You would put your sample here, and then you would stick your card in here, close it, and just hit start, and it would run. But say you have something that needs a dilution. I believe the cortisol test requires a dilution, but I can double check on that and let you guys know later. For that, you need to dilute it. It's not a water dilution. It's not standard fluid dilution. You need specifically, let me find. Okay, so you have Plasma-Lyte and you have sodium chloride. Plasma-Lyte is sodium potassium chloride. You do not want this. You want this one because it's a hypotonic solution. So it is sodium chloride. That's it. There's no potassium or anything else like that in here. You're going to use this for your dilution factor. You are not going to use Plasma-Lyte. Very specific. If you use something different, it will not work. And how you do the dilution is you would draw it up, put your card in the tip in, put your fluid that you're using to dilute in the tube, your test card's in here, you would close it, and you would hold both of these at the same time, and it will run your dilution. Then you do not take out the test card. Once the dilution's over, you open it, you would add another tip in because it would have used this tip, and then you put your sample in, close it, and hit start. And that's the only kind of difference on this machine is if you do need to dilute something, you put it in, both of these at the same time to dilute, and then put your sample in, but you do not take this card out because it's diluting with the card. And that's how you use the Heska Element I.